Hi, fourth graders. Welcome to our second steps lesson for today. Today we're going to be talking about solving problems, and not problems like we were solving for engineering, like we need to travel across the world, but solving problems when they involve more than one person. So let's think about how we solve problems now that we have kids coming back into school together. So here's our goals for today. We're going to recall the S, and you'll find out more about that. Say the problem step of the problem solving steps. And we're going to practice doing that without blaming anyone. Because often when we say there's a problem, we blame somebody for it. Okay. And we don't want to do that. We want to just say what the problem is. All right. So, like this says, over the past few weeks, we've been doing a lot about calming down, not jumping to conclusions, how to calm ourselves when we're feeling anxious or anxiety about something. We've had a lot of things that we've been talking about. But today, we're going to think the next part. So it's good to calm down. That often makes us so that we don't have a bigger issue on our hands, but we still need to solve the problem if there is a problem, right? So we can do the stop user signal, name your feeling, count, breathe, calm down. But then what do we do next? All right. So I want you to think of what are some things that fourth graders might have trouble with another student? What might be a problem? I'll give you an example. Somebody's bothering you while you're trying to do your work. That's a really common problem, right? Fourth grade problem. And it might irritate you. And it might make you so that you start getting frustrated and you just want to be like, can you just stop? Right? So we know how to calm down, but then what do we do to actually fix the problem so the person isn't irritating us and annoying us while we're trying to do our work? That's what we're going to focus on. Okay, think of some other problems like that probably every fourth grader has dealt with. Maybe you said something about recess. Somebody maybe not including you or maybe teasing you because of how you played. Maybe you said something about, oh, in art class, somebody isn't sharing the materials like you'd like them to, right? There's so many examples of things where kids would say there's a problem, right? Oh, maybe it's on the bus, right? In fourth grade. So let's think about how we actually solve the problem. Besides just calming ourselves down so we don't make a bad decision, how do we solve the problem? Okay. So I have this really fun music video. It's going to get stuck in your head probably for the rest of the day, but it's based on what to do, and the word or the words that you follow spell the word step. STEP. So pay attention to that, watch, and let's see what we should do to solve the problem. It's kind of a catchy way to remember it.
Make your plan, yeah. You got to step. I just remember to step. Oh, child, say you wanna step. You got to step, you got to step. Oh yeah, step.
All right, watch. What does that step mean?
Here's a great way to remember. Keep it strong in your head, yeah. After the storm of strong emotions, here's the way to solve the problem, yeah. I said step. I just remember to step. Oh, child. You say the problem out loud now. Nothing solutions that may work on how. Explore consequences, what would happen if. Now pick the best solution and make your plan, yeah. You got to step up to be cool, yeah. Give your power now. After the storm of strong emotions. emotion. S-T-E-P. Solve the problem now. Now listen to me, all you good people. There's nothing wrong with strong emotion. But after you calm it down, you still got a problem, see? Now you gotta fix it. And you can. Oh, you step up. Let me show ya. Say you're in line and a kid come cuts in front of ya. Whoa, that make you mad, brothers and sisters. So feel it and calm it and take another look, yeah. Whoa, let me show you now. You see the problem out loud now. You both want to be first in line. No blame. Now think solutions that may work and how. Now these gotta be safe and respectful. No pushing, no shoving. See? Explore consequences. What would happen if? How will other people feel? How will you feel? Will it work? Now pick the best solution and make your plan, yeah. Choose it and act on it. You got to step up to be cool, yeah. S-T-E-P. Give your power now after the storm of strong emotion. S-T-E-P. Solve the problem now. You say the problem out loud now. Now think solutions that may work and how. Explore consequences, what would happen if. Now pick the best solution and make your plan, yeah. You got to step. I just remember to step.
All right, and we're going to stop there. They'll keep singing to us about stepping, but I like that acronym, how each letter stands for something we can do when we're trying to solve a problem. So the first one that we're supposed to do is say what the problem is without blaming anybody. Because as soon as you blame somebody, then feelings are hurt and stronger emotions tend to come out, right? So if I can say what the problem is, I'm trying to do my work and I feel interrupted, that doesn't blame anybody, right? Or when it's noisy, it's hard for me to focus. That doesn't blame anybody, but I'm saying what the problem is. That can be really helpful, but that can be hard to figure out how to say it without blame, right? Oh, sorry. There we go. So I love how they use this STEP. It's really helpful for remembering the steps, but let's just focus on that first one. I have one more video for you. And in this video, of course, there's going to be a problem. Uh-oh, it looks like it's maybe stuck. Well, let me tell you, Emma and James are having a problem with the game they want to play. Okay? So when we have a problem like that, it's really easy to say, James is doing this, so it's his fault. Or Emma is doing this, so it's her fault. But instead, if we can think of saying it in a way like, we can't agree on the game we want to do, or we can't agree on how we want to do this project together, that will feel much less blamey. And people will be more apt to listen to your solutions for how to fix it. Okay? So I want you to think back to a problem that you maybe thought of, and I'll share one in case you didn't think of one. How about this one? You never get to sit by one of your friends at lunch because other kids keep sitting by them and there isn't room for you. That happens, right? Lots of people want to sit by certain people and there's not room. Oh, my cat is talking to you. So what could you do instead of saying, this person always takes my spot? How could you say it without blame? How could you say it without blame? Did you think of something like, there's not room for me to sit at this table and I'd like to sit by whoever the person is? That could work. You could also say something like, it would be fun if we kind of rotated around how people sit in the lunchroom, right? That doesn't blame a specific person for you not having room sitting at a spot, but it does kind of help them to think, oh yeah, if we always sit the same way, then somebody might always feel left out that way too. All right, we'll keep going. We'll do the T and the E and the P in upcoming lessons. I'm sorry this video didn't work. It was very short. But we'll keep talking about this and keep working on how to solve problems together, because that is a skill you need for your whole life again. I'll see you next.